Okay, this is a Panasonic 3DO. There's a Gold Star one. I think it's a slightly cheaper model, but this is a Panasonic one. And as you can look, it's not particularly aesthetically pleasing to look at, but there we go, it's functional. One control pad port for some reason. You have to buy an adaptation, I think, for two, not sure. I like the old slide in and out tray. It's kind of a nice touch. They've done away with that on later consoles because it's too expensive to produce. And as I said, it looks like a brick. And you see the size of the cartridges? They are huge. Look, it's almost half the size of the console in the actual diameter. And let's take a quick look at the controller. It's 8-way directional port, A, B and C buttons. It's got a phone socket here and a little volume control, which is probably a better idea than having a phone socket on the console. And yeah, it's alright, nothing impressive, feels a bit cheap, a bit light, and the buttons feel like they're going to snap any second, but hey ho. Right, here's one that probably doesn't need a lot of introduction. Super Street Fighter. Now, if you want a really good port of this, I think the 3DO is probably going to be one of the best ones you can get. Sound-wise, graphically, gameplay, speed-wise, definitely. This is one excellent game, but it's Street Fighter. Now, it's not unique to this console, is it? Now, let's face it. Right, let's go ahead with my favourite character, Vega. Let's have a go at this. Right, come on. Freaking bloody... Right, there's a real big problem with this game, but it's not so much the game as the control method. Let me try and illustrate to you how bloody difficult it is to pull off any moves with this control pad if you want to use the heavy hit. God damn it! Here's the problem, the heavy punch button is at the top here, so you've got to try and flick the D-pad while trying to tap the heavy hit, and it's practically impossible. Right, let's just go for a second go at this. Now, right, come on, Vega. Pull it together. Pull it together. Pull it together. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's more like it. Look, as you can see visually, this game is, I would go as far to say, arcade perfect. Now, that's not bad. Not necessarily a next generation game now, is it? But in all fairness, it's an excellent port of an excellent game. Come on! Bastard! Yeah, now here's a real favourite of mine, Wing Commander 3. Now this is a PC port, as you know, and it was on the PlayStation 1. Now let's take a look at this game, shall we? As you know, it's a combat simulation, and these are the bad guys, the Kilrathi, which look to me like guys in cat costumes. Right, I'm guessing that's what they are, but we've got to try and take this game seriously, so let's go along with the story. With your kind. Yeah, he's rambling on about something like she's been caught and this is Angel.
Kilrathi do not coexist.
No, you're right. Why would you coexist with a cat and his litter tray? Most unpleasant.
You bore me, monsieur.
Yeah, it's a bit like this game, but there we go, let's carry on. Now, in all fairness, this game has some good effects and good actors. Now, one of the actors being Malcolm McDowell, and the other one being Luke Skywalker. No, it's Mark Hamill, but yeah, we all know where he's been, what he's done. And it's nice to see these faces in this game. It adds some weight and depth to the characterisation of what they're trying to portray. And that's not a bad thing. I think Wing Commander 4, the one after this, had a bigger budget than that god-awful film they tried to give us. I don't even want to talk about it. Right, this is how you play the game to start with while you're on the hang, because we know it's a flight simulation. So you use a cursor to select where you're going to go aboard the ship. You can choose to talk to people, not talk to people, argue with them, disagree with them later on. You get to choose your wingman, obviously this is the beginning, so I've only got a choice of one, which is Hobbs. But other than that, yeah, and then you get onto the actual flight simulation part, which is the most playable part of the game. I'm going to choose to talk to Rachel. Now, the innuendo puns are just going to fly, so I'm just going to let them go at it for a minute.
Welcome to the victory, Colonel. Heard you're flying with Hobbs on this one.
Do you got a problem with that, Chief?
No, sir, not at all. I think it's about time. That cat's one hell of a pilot. Here she is, one Hellcat 5. She's prepped, primed, loaded, locked, and ready to kick some ass.
Yeah.
Thanks. What about ordnance?
It's all taken care of. The captain downloads the mission specs to me.
I want to pick my own goddamn ship if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah?
I don't even know the hell you are.
You have the option of choosing your own weapons, or you can trust my judgment.
Don't know who you are.
I promise, Colonel.
I sincerely hope not, my dear. Goodbye. There you go, that was fun, wasn't it? Right, I'm going to take on the mission now. Right, the ship takes off by itself, as you can probably assume. So let's get into the game, and this is the actual fight simulation. Now you get to indicate to your man what you want him to do. Get him to engage, disengage, check his systems. Yep, I've got that. Apparently he doesn't want to engage the fighters, even though I keep asking. The most difficult thing, and the biggest problem I have with this game, is not the actual playability of the simulation, it's trying to convey, because you know this is a PC port, the control method onto a 3-button pad, and 2 of the buttons on the shoulder, so that's 5 buttons you've got, plus the cursor, and you have to try and press one button with the other button, then press that button, and then that button while you're holding that button, and then before you goddamn know it, you've forgotten what the flipping button does! Yeah, sorry. But it's a good simulation of a flight sim, even though that's sounding like a load of old bullshit what I've just said. My only criticism of the game, and this is not the console conversion, is the fact you have no choice. You have to do the answers a specific way when you're given the choice of answering people. Otherwise, there's only 2 options. You either win or you lose, and that's it. Wing Commander 4, on the other hand, you could play it several different ways, and you had several different endings for it. But on this, is only 2. You win or you lose, and that's it. But that's not a criticism of the computer, just the game. Okay, let's go on to this one. Mr. Adrian. Oh, sorry. Alright, Demolition Man. It's got varying modes to play this game, and they're all quite good. There's a car racing one, there's a one-on-one fight one, lots of ones, sorry. And this bit, which is the shooting gallery, and it's great fun. The cursor's a little bit slow on this, is my only criticism of it. I'm pressing down. Ugh! Right, gonna have another go at this. Nice little cutscene we get before we go on to the next bit. Yeah. Right, let's get on to this. Yeah, as I said, the cursor's a bit slow, but you can see graphically this game's not bad at all, is it? Sprites are quite nice and big. You can see what's going on, it's quite clear, even at night. Does that make any sense? Now I get a torch. Anyway, as I said, this is the best aspect, in my opinion, of the game, and it's just a little bit tricky to get the thing to move fast enough. And I'm pressing up, and it's not going up. Ugh! Right, I'm going to do one more go at this, just to try and give it another fair crack at it, you know. If I just put the cursor in the middle here now, I think I can pretty much get everybody without having to go up or down and getting confused. You have to reload, obviously, but firing now, I think we can probably get everybody, can't I? There's that little bastard who popped up in the middle. Ugh! Well, I can't get him, obviously, so no, my idea of taking the cursor from left to right without going up and down is obviously not going to work. It's got a flaw. Alright, it's alright until you die for the 15th time!